For all the latest updates, subscribe to News 9.
The pandemic has indeed changed the way how we travel. Though the number of cases continues to rise across the world, countries have slowly resumed economic activities. As the virus started to spread, aviation sector was among the first few sectors which came under COVID turbulences. A few months ago, the government announced certain relaxations for the aviation industry. Domestic flights resumed its services and people started to fly. Now the country has set up international air bubbles. Union Minister of Civil Aviation Hardeep Singh Puri said that international flights would resume services from August 17th. Soon after the government announced about the resumption of international flight services, Delhi Airport issued fresh COVID-19 guidelines. In the new guidelines, all the inbound passengers must mandatorily undergo 7-day institutional quarantine at their own cost. The 7-day institutional quarantine is followed by a 7-day home quarantine. These rules are applicable to only those who would be residing in the national capital upon their arrival to India. Passengers are requested to sign an undertaking that they accept this obligation while booking the flight ticket. The passengers will undergo thermal screening first by airport health officials and once again at the Delhi government post. Only after undergoing screening at the 2 levels, passengers would be allowed to go to their respective quarantine centers. There is also provision for exemption for passengers from undergoing 7-day institutional quarantine. Passengers can do this upon their arrival in the airport. Pregnant women are exempted from undergoing 7-day institutional quarantine. However, they must take the consent from the airport officials. The government has also decided to give exemption for passengers who are suffering from serious illness. Those families which have children who are below 10 years of age are also exempted from undergoing mandatory 7-day quarantine. While filling the exemption form, the passengers are also requested to provide a set of documents to the airport authority. At the time of filling exemption form, passengers are requested to provide medical certificate and death certificate if there is any such instances. They must also attach a copy of their passport and ticket for their next flight in case they are catching a connecting flight and moving elsewhere. The airport authority has issued a guidelines for domestic passengers as well. Only asymptomatic passengers are permitted to exit the airport. However, they are requested to undergo home quarantine for 7 days.